Hi guys, Miss Johnson here, ready to teach you about analogies. So we're going to learn today what is an analogy and how to use a bridge map to complete analogies. So what are analogies? Analogies are thinking puzzles that show the relationship and connections between sets of words. Analogies can be words, pictures, symbols, numbers, or even ideas. You've probably seen one written that looks like this. Baseball is to field as tennis is to court. So let's look at this example a little bit more closely. If you'll notice, in an analogy, we want the first set of words, which is baseball and field, to be connected to the second set of words in the same way, tennis and court. Now look in the middle. You've got the little symbol, and that represents just as. And for those of you who are really good in math, this is going to be interesting to you, because that symbol is so much like an equal sign in math. Just like when you do an equation in math, you want the left-hand side of the equation to equal the right-hand side of the equation. And with an analogy, you want the left-hand side of the equation to have the same relationship as the right-hand side. So we've got baseball is related to field because baseball is played on a field. And in the same way, or just as, tennis is played on a court. So an analogy has parts. The first two parts are related in some way, and the other sets are related in the same way as the first. And the completed analogy reads like a sentence. Let's look at that same analogy now in the form of a bridge map. Now, just like any thinking map that you've used in class or maybe an anchor chart, the purpose of a bridge map is to help you organize your thinking even better. So when you create a bridge map, you draw a line, you have a little peak, which represents just as, and then another line. You always want to have that relating factor that shows how these two are connected, because these two need to be connected in the same way as these two. So we read it as baseball is played on a field in the same way that tennis is played on a court. Now let's try to do one that has a blank in it. Look at tidy and look at messy. Remember, we want the relationship to be the same for the two words on the other side, clean and blank. So you're thinking, tidy is the opposite of messy, so I'm looking for a word that is the opposite of clean. Baby, room, chores, or filthy. Let's see if you have the right answer. Filthy. I bet you did, because tidy is the opposite of messy in the same way that clean is the opposite of filthy, which means disgustingly dirty. I hope you've never had a filthy room. All right, let's do another one real quickly. Money is to cash as dog is to blank. You immediately got it. Money is the same as cash, and dog is the same as, you're right. The answer is hound. Oh! So money means the same as cash, just as dog means the same as hound. All right, I do want to let you know that you can also extend those bridge maps to more sets. For example, synonyms. We've got house is a synonym for home, car is a synonym for automobile, just as airplane is a synonym for jet. And you can do colors. Red is the color of rose, just as yellow is the color of sun, just as green is the color of grass. And guess what? You get to do your own now. For each analogy, I want you to create a bridge map and fill in the correct answer. Be sure to write a sentence